All right, everyone, let me introduce you to Amy McMullen. You know, we met you as you came up here doing some photos for Joseph, and it's just amazing how things happen and your paths cross, and it's all a good thing. And let me tell you about a busy little bitty woman right here, Amy McMullen, not only a photographer, you are a military widow. You went through some really tough times.
Yeah.
Had to start from absolutely nothing. You have 3 girls.
Yes.
You had to raise them from all very young ages. Hands full, lost everything, 3 babies, yet you go on strong.
Yes.
That's right. Talking about being a military widow that kind of inspired you to keep on going. Now, how can you easily say what all you've got your hands on? Photography.
Yeah, photography.
What else?
Clothing line, jewelry line, a new book, the decor. I took a full-time position as a photographer and office help for Greg Machin Photography, which is amazing. I travel for my art exhibits.
You just got back from New York?
Yeah, and Chicago.
So those are the 2 places that you visit often?
Yeah.
All right, well, let's delve right into this. This photo right over here. Absolutely gorgeous. Funny, we were just picking cotton, but tell me about this.
Well, this image really is based on everything that I do now. I married my high school sweetheart when I was 18, and he struggled with PTSD when he got out of the military.
Right.
When we moved back home, about 4 months after we moved back, I had found out that he was drinking, and the vodka bottles were found in a cotton field near the home that we were living in. And so 4 months later is when he had passed away, leaving behind me and our daughters.
And the significance of this photo too is, I mean, look at the heart in there, if you can see it in the redness. And you didn't make that. It's actually a heart tree.
That's real. And the colors were red, white, and blue, which reminded me of, you know, being a military wife for 10 years.
And that's your family.
Yeah, yeah.
It is. So you carried it on into a clothing line, which you have Southern roots.
Yes.
Now you'll be seeing these places, people.
Yes.
Of course, she's wearing the ladies' shirt that she has here, and then you also have one for the men. The material is absolutely wonderful.
Very soft, yeah.
Very soft, and you've got the military writing on the arm.
And the women's is more of a root type script. It's really pretty. And then the tree is actually on every piece of clothing.
So that's kind of your logo. That's going to be on every piece of clothing there.
Yes.
All right. Now this little beauty right here, which I have to get one.
Yes.
Is going to be found where?
This canvas will be at Design World. It's also going to be at the existing stores that sells D'Arte, which is my decor. It is, let's say, we have got it at Nina's Place, Art and Soul, the Artery, and it's also seen at Crestwood Hospital. It's on display on the 3rd floor.
It's just beautiful, and it says my roots are strong in Alabama, so obviously anyone in Alabama, it makes such a great Christmas gift too, so highly recommend that. Great stocking stuffer.
Yes.
Because it's small enough, you can put it right next to
it.
the
It comes in different sizes, but the smaller one seems to be, you know.
an easy set.
Yes.
Too. Clothing line, so you didn't have enough to do. You wanted to write a book and then start doing a jewelry line. Where will the jewelry line be?
Well, the jewelry line is going to be online. We have not found any locations to actually sell the jewelry yet.
Here locally?
Yeah, locally. The woman from Uruguay, Sonia Lamique, she is coming back from Uruguay in November. She came to be with me and my girls last year. She came over and began writing this book about me and my children and how we bounced back out of determination, determination and hope. She was intrigued, so she lived with us for a little while and began writing this book. We did an international interview that went from South America to New York to Alabama, and then a book came out of that interview, and she's been writing it now since last year, and that book will be coming out in Spanish as well as English translation in 2017.
That's wonderful. So, do you ever just sit back and think, how in the world did I pull this one off?
Yes. I do. I wake up and, you know, I cannot believe where my life is now as to where it was in 2004. When my husband passed away, you know, I would have never thought I would be where I am today.
Well, no, I mean, literally from having nothing to having a double schedule, full-time load. Your girls are what ages?
Now they are 20, 16, and 8.
Been a tough 10 years.
It's
been longer than that.
Yeah, it's been tough, but
what do you tell your girls? I mean, it has to be a great inspiration because, you know, so many times you hear, oh, this is all I'm ever going to do. I can't get past this. I mean, there are opportunities out there.
As long as you have hope and stay determined every day, you have to have that determination and drive for whatever you do, whether it be you know, art, photography, whatever your passion is, your family. You just have to keep that determination and that spark. You know, there's a song somewhere that says, you know, just a little spark will flam. I can't even say it now.
That's okay, flame.
Yeah, flame.
That's like all you need is just a little.
You just need a little spark
of faith. That's it. Just a mustard seed of faith.
Yeah.
So a whole lot of faith, a lot of prayers, and congratulations to you.
Thank you so much.
What's next on your list? I mean, I know you just had a fashion show not too long ago. Was it in
Alabama
Birmingham?
Fashion Alliance debuted my Southern Roots collection, and the next fashion show is coming up this Saturday, October 24th. Red carpet starts at 5:30. It's with the Huntsville Talent Explosion, Good versus Evil. It's going to be really neat, very theatrical. The Red Heart tree here will actually be brought out and presented by the models as they're wearing my clothing line, so it'll be very interesting.
Now, are you on stage when they come out wearing your clothing line?
I am not.
Or are you
I
going
watch.
to be sitting in the?
I sit behind the stage and watch them. And
how do you keep
try not to cry? I do cry. I do cry. Every time. The first time, Miss Teen Alabama, Taylor, her name's Taylor. She's Miss Teen USA Alabama. The first time I saw her do a heart, just during a photo shoot for a promo for the fashion that I've got, I cried. It's just really neat to see everyone do that because, you know, this picture, it doesn't have to be that your husband's vodka bottles were found in a cotton field. You know, it could be any kind of...
You were in love with him, and he suffered from, you know, something he couldn't get out of, and it unfortunately took his life. And
But this could be for anyone. Just some type of hope for you and your family. You know, this was shaped as a heart, and when I saw it that day back in 2012, I thought, wow, someone's trying to tell me something. You know, either keep going, don't give up. You know, I could hear it. But I held on to this picture for 2 years. I didn't show anyone for 2 years. I didn't think anyone would understand my story or understand what I was thinking.
It's a beautiful photo, and now I mean, I can find a place I can hang this one too. You know, Design World is the easiest place to go find these different sizes available too. Well, congratulations. That's been really good. What has been the biggest shock to you?
Just the fact that I've gotten as far as I have with my children. You know, I suffered from depression when my husband passed away. He struggled with PTSD and depression, and then when he passed, then I understood what I understood what depression was, and so to get through that and to be positive still, to be very positive, is a miracle.
So if anybody out there is suffering from depression, what advice do you have for them?
I would say, first, definitely go seek help. Go seek help. Don't be embarrassed. It took me 2 years before I got help, and I went to Dallas, Texas for help. A family member drove me to Dallas, and I stayed there for quite a while. And that's actually how I got introduced to photography. About 3 weeks into my treatment, nothing was really working or changing me, and then I started taking pictures and got introduced to editing, and it just sparked something inside me. So all my images are from my heart and soul. You know, it comes from sadness, but it's to be shared with joy and happiness and hope.
Lots of
Yeah.
prayers and hard work and sweat. Add that
Yeah.
to that list,
Yeah.
too. Well, congratulations, and good luck with the clothing line and
Thank
the
you.
jewelry line and the book.
The book.
I got a feeling there's going to be a lot more come out of this little one that you said looked so tiny up here. She is just as sweet as she is beautiful, too. All right, my roots are strong in Alabama. Get you one
Yes.
great Christmas gift. If anyone needs to find you, how can they reach you?
They can find me on Facebook.
Is that the best way? Is there a website?
There is a website, but I would encourage people just to go straight to
Straight to the
Facebook.
Facebook
It's
page.
much quicker. It's under Amy McMullen, McMullen.
There it is on the screen right there. It's early.
And
it's
then
early.
and then you can find all my pages: the Southern Roots, Artistic
Okay.
Fashion, D'Arte, ACP, Amy's Custom Photography, and my charity, Courageous Photography.
And you can read more on her story, too. And she does have a charity on top of all of that. So way to go, Amy. And she's a great photographer.